Going blind, and this will be my first swings of the day too. So, um, who knows what we're gonna get? So right off the start here, I like the look here. I like the way the tee shot's framed, the way the trees are. We get up to the fairway, it's well bunkered. That mound, I'm maybe not overly thrilled with. I'm not sure if that was purposeful or not. On purpose, I mean. Okay. And then we've got what looks like a relatively short par 4. It's not the widest fairway I've ever seen, and at this length, that's completely cool. So, what do we got here? I'll just sneak it in the light rough right under the tree, which is fine. That's a cool view there. I like the way that looks. Um, a case could be made for being able to see the water, but I like this too. I think it's a good look either way. There's a very heavily protected green as far as bunkers are concerned. I like the shapes of the bunkers. They're a bit different than what I'm used to seeing, and I like it that way. Yeah, I don't have any huge concerns with the bunkers. Another course that has one of these kind of fairway walkways. I mean, it kind of makes sense here, I guess, because you're going between the bunkers, but I've never really seen that before, so I'm not too sure what to think of that. Red fast approach, that's gonna be good, isn't it? Come on, no. Alright, well, that just made life a little bit more different, or difficult, didn't it? Alright, what have we got here? Good players typically check the green before they hit it into it, not when they're putting, but oops. Um, I mean, it's a nice green shape. That ridge there in the middle, it's dividing it in two, makes that front pin more difficult, which is fine on a hole of this length, and I can see where you can easily put 4 pins, so yeah, I like it. What's going on here? Up and down and up around and off to grandmother's house, but uh, not a bad effort, I suppose. Nice par. The city, the skyline in the background is quite cool. I'm liking this atmosphere so far. I like the lighting of it. It looks nice. Now we've got ourselves a long par 3, kind of like a 17th at Pebble Beach kind of green, sort of. A little bit of an 8 going on there. Um, Again, lots of sand around. Whoa, that's all kinds of sand here. That's going to play on another hole, I imagine. Huh. That's yeah, I don't mind that. And then I mean this is not going to be an easy hole. We've got 230, and then we've got a pretty good slope there that's going to take us away from the hole. The left pin would be easier than the right pin. We've got the false front as well, so we got our work cut out for us here. Better swing now. Did I get this right? Just off the back. That's fine. On fringe, I guess. Okay. No, short. Yeah, not bad. I mean, the play. Cool to see an airplane coming in, so there must be an airport nearby. Not sure if I'd want that in real life because that'd be loud, but it's neat on here. Yeah, again, another nicely framed hole. And do we have fairway going? Yeah, we do. So we got fairway coming way over here, and then around. It's a 577. Well, crow flies 577 par 5. Now, are those? No. Okay, so these are just different bunkers. So very heavily bunkered. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. I kind of like that. And again, I like the look in the background there. It's just rope a draw. Well, snap hook really. Up here. Let's see what we're left with. giving that some good welly. So 279 to go. What do we got over here? Is that like a neighborhood over there, I guess? Cool. Very narrow opening to the green, which at this length you're probably considering smoking a driver up there. And if you don't catch that narrow opening, you're not going to get there. So it's an interesting way to protect it, and I don't mind that either. Again, very heavily bunkered. This bunker here, maybe here just a little, could be a little bit smooth, but not my greatest concern ever. Let's see for the green. What do we got going on for slopes? Okay. Nothing nothing terribly crazy. It's going right to left for the most part. Okay, so what do I want to do? We're downhill. I think I'm just going to try and carry 3-wood to the front and then hope that it finds its way back there. I don't know if it will. I don't think it will. But I don't know, it's going to give it a go. Okay, that's not bad at all. Yeah. What's that? Is that there's a pier over there? Is that? Or hopefully we see that again later. This is where I wish I could fly around, because I don't have this on PC. My PC is 10 years old, so I don't think it would handle this game. It runs Linux because that's about all it can run. Alright, a little bit of a push, but I needed it. Alright, so we're on the board with a birdie. And another good solid hole. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this course. This is nice. What's that in the background? Is that a washroom? Yeah, I guess so. Huh, cool. Oh, okay, so there's like a boardwalk kind of thing going on there. And then, oh, that's a bridge. Okay. And it's on its way coming up, because I'm guessing because those sailboats are coming. That's creative. I like that. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, as far as the hole is concerned, and we got something going on the right here, and then there's like a parking structure that's just of some kind. There's some cool details that have been put in here. Oh, and it's a split fairway as well. I didn't catch that. So we want to have a look at the overhead here. 333 to the edge here, or 332, sorry, or you can bomb it up there, or you could stick it over, just hit 3-wood or something short. If you go right, you've got a better angle in that you don't have to come over the bunkers. At the same time, and you don't have to mess quite so much with that. Well, I mean, you do have a slope to deal with, I suppose. But if you're going to be in the fairway after a driver, you're going to be pitching or flipping, aren't you? So, you got me thinking here, which is a good thing. I like that. Do I just try to rip it down into the throat there, or do I hit a 3-wood kind of here? Leave myself 150 or so. You know, I'm going to see what happens if you try to pound the driver down there, especially with the wind helping. Oh, and I've overdone it. Okay, this could end up not so great. But then it funnels itself back. That's interesting. So we've made it really narrow up here, but we've given some serious help on the slopes both sides. So it plays wider than it looks. And then we're just pitching in. Just chill a little bit there, ball. Zit. Come on. Nope. Not bad though. Ay, 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 son, what are you doing? This is why I'm not making cuts these days, I think. Another really cool view. The water here, and then the way the sun's kind of splashing off of it. It's a neat hole. Oh shoot, what's going on in the back here? We got a retaining wall. Okay. Not sure if it needed that, but I'm not opposed to it either. Just hope you don't get caught on it ever. And then we've got a bunker that goes into the water. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. I think that's a neat, it's like a pseudo beach kind of thing going on there. Cool. Wind's helping, yeah. And then what's that slope doing? Is it going front to back? Yeah, it is. I thought it might. So you almost would rather be playing this hole into the wind because it would give you an opportunity to have the ball stop easier. This might be too much. Downhill 5 yards. Does that get... Yeah, this might get there. Let's see. Oh, it's there all right. And it's gone. Wow. So downwind, that's a very, very difficult pin to get close to because it's just so hard to stop by the hole. I don't mind that on a short par 3, and then of course the back pins will be a lot more accessible. And there's probably a way to play this hole that I didn't think of, and maybe if you go left, let's have a look at that. If you're farther left, yeah, I don't know. You might be able to. There's a bit of a kind of backside stop there that might keep it from going down there. You'd have to play it again to see. And if it does, then that's a really cool design because you've basically given an opportunity. You gotta hit the right part of the green to keep it near the hole, which I'm all for. Okay. Didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. So what's this? We got another par 4. Okay. We are going to want to have a look over at the overhead because you could hit driver over here, which is going to shorten things up quite a bit. If you can get it in this area, you got 164. If you hit 3-wood over here, actually you're not, well, sorry, 3-wood's going to be more back here, isn't it? Yeah, so I think this is a hole where you're better off taking the driver at it because I don't think I want to be trying to hit a long iron or hybrid into that. In fact, I know I don't. So you've given us an opportunity to play safe, but then you just made the approach very, very difficult, which is okay. I'm not opposed to that at all. But you have given us an opportunity to just pound it over the corner here. Now don't go running into the rough on me. Light rough's okay, I guess, but no rough is better. Okay, so really severe false front here and side. I guess that's really like a turtle back, isn't it? Wow. Okay, so yeah, I really wouldn't have wanted to be coming over from like this angle with something long because I don't know how you get it close. So you basically were being told you need to take a crack at this if you want to be able to get there. Now if you go long and it could roll off the back, so I'm coming out of the rough but I'm downwind a bit. I'll try this. Hair slow. Oh geez. No, that's got no chance. Zoom, back we go. Okay. I mean, you know, that's harsh. I mean, it's a harsh result, but I saw it. I knew it was there, and I didn't play it right, so it's on me. Luckily, the splash shot's pretty easy, so we just flip it up there and we make par. Interesting hole. Be interesting to see what would happen if you tried to lay up. I think you would be in for some pain, personally. Okay. Oh, this is neat. This is neat. Feels like we're right in the city right now. Um, okay. So this I love. This looks really, really cool. And I like the way I'm seeing all the bunkers and everything. And then I get to the green, and I don't love the way that bunker jets in. Only because I've got 4 yards from the fringe to the hole. And and it's downwind, so it's really going to be more difficult, but I guess you got to cut it in there. I'll try that. And this is going to be too much, which is fine. That's my issue, but try and hit a little cut, see what happens. You can make the argument that you don't have to go for every pin, which is fair enough as well. So yeah, it looks like it needed to be a cut of some kind, and then if you miss it out here, I have a feeling that bunker shot would be no fun that bunker shot would be no fun at all. So yeah, okay. I just think that pin maybe needs to be a bit farther from the rough, or sorry, from the bunker. And then we've got a little bit of a weird thing going on here with the rough. I don't know what's going on there, so I'm not sure. I didn't hit that, did I? I was gonna get there because of the hill, but I mean, it's low because I didn't hit it. So, all right. Sorry about that. So we got a par 4, pretty decent length par 4, and love the frame, like just love the view from the tee. I'm not going to try to use fancy designer words. The tree in the corner kind of tells us where the dog leg is. I mean, it kind of frames it, at least kind of lets us know it's going to be a dog leg, which I like. I think it's driver, and I'm happy it's a right to left hole because I fast. So sling it around the corner here. Sorry, I'm just messing around with my phone just in case anybody actually watches this and leaves a chat of some kind. I want to be able to see it. Okay, so we've done alright with our drive. Again, cool approach. I like the way everything is laid out here. I like the visuals. This looks really neat. The green, again, maybe just where that pin is, that might be a bit harsh for the length of the shot, but I don't know. And then we've got sand everywhere again. It's consistent, so I don't mind that at all. And then we're going to just push the hell out of that, but we're going to fast it to bring it back. So if we can get up there, go! Alright, we're in good shape. Oh wow, that was a bit of a yip. Hands are a bit shaky at times, and so then I end up doing that kind of stuff. Oh well. We're not playing competitively in this round, so we're not too worried about it. So we got a par 5. Dog legs to the right. Bunkers on the left there. I mean, for the most part, from what I can tell, at least the bunker sculpting, has been pretty good. So I haven't really had much to complain about there. Maybe flatten it out just a hair in front of the tee there. I mean, it just looks a bit odd, but I can still see where I'm going, so that's fine. So we're just gonna pipe one down here and then see what we end up with. Okay, camber to the right. That's helping us go in the direction we want to. And then we've got it. So both of the par fives are pretty lengthy, which totally fine. We've got some water over here. I guess it could. I mean, I guess it could come into play. And again, we've got the narrow opening to the green if you want to try to get there in two. Which, again, I don't mind. It looks like we're trying to make this course a bit more on the challenging side, which is completely cool. I have no issue with that whatsoever. So what can I do here? We're downhill. Are we gonna? We're not. I mean, we're not gonna run drive. Sorry, 3-wood up that for sure. Try driver. Oh, and we hit it perfect, and then right at that water I was almost saying wasn't in play. Okay. I imagine this is going to be a pretty common result on this hole, because it's going to be tough to get that gap. Splash it up there, and it's, yeah, going to run a bit. It was a decent length bunker shot I left myself, so it's easy to be not leaving yourself the easiest putt in the world. Hang in there. Or don't. Completely missed the hole. Do whatever you want. Okay. So now we're heading to the back. One thing, my eyesight isn't the greatest, especially when looking at a screen, so I'm not always the best judge of like blindness and stuff. I mean, it's pretty clear where we're going. Wonder if these mounds can be smooth just to shade. Do they come into play on another hole would be my only question. If they do, then, but even like just kind of over here maybe, just so I can see the fairway a little bit better. And this bunker's a little easier to see. That bunk, yeah, that's, I wouldn't mind seeing that smooth, just a shade. And then, for those of us that like to hit the red fast, the wind is helpful, but I like it when there's some dogleg rights too. The dogleg lefts are really quite simple when you're red fasting everything, because you've made the fairway 7,000 yards wide. When it goes to the right, it's a lot more difficult, which is, but there should be a mix, obviously, and not. I mean, allegedly there are people who play golf left-handed out there. Says the guy who grew up in a course that was basically 50-50, good old Canadian golf course. But anyways, sorry. We get up here, another kind of tucked pin. We've got a little bit of help there. I think if I hit, what is it? That's 9-iron. If I hit that, I'm gonna be gone. Like, I'm gonna fly over the back. If I hit this, I'm gonna come up a bit short. But there's only one way to find out, isn't there? And then it just turns out that because of the slow and the push, I bail completely. I just stick it in the center of the green, sort of. Okay, so that's one thing I do like about this, is that there are some tucked pins, but it's not hard to get to the middle, like to a safe part of the green and have a putt. So you get a bit of an option, and I don't think you want to miss left here, so it's pretty clear. Like, it's like, okay, if you want to go at it, here it is, but here's what might happen if you do. Hey, we made a putt. And that plane turned as it was doing it. That helped the ball, because it like 270 is the way in there. Was that the plane turning that did that? No. Neat little touch though, things like planes taking off and planes landing. Some of the things you guys do just blow my mind with how creative you are. And now we got ourselves a beach par 3. This is cool. This I like. This is kind of, and just sand. This is Kiowa Island, Whistling Straits kind of stuff here. This is a neat hole to look at. To play it might not be. It looks like it's gonna be rough, but decent size. So you can be 190, one in the front, and then two. Yeah. It's narrow in the front, widens out more in the back. That makes sense because obviously it's a longer shot to the back. We've got this mounding here, and then over here, that's, which way is that going? Yeah, so that's running away. So left is going to just go off the green. Huh. Again, we got the plane flying around up there. Distracted me from what my ball was doing. And then I didn't catch the front to back. Now I see it. That's a bit tough. I gotta be honest, that's a bit tough. That's hitting a hybrid or long iron in. I'm not sure how I'm stopping that. Because it just, the whole thing runs away. Yeah. I've only played, it's 11 holes now, Lucas. I'm starting to see that that's happened a couple times, but it is a course I'm enjoying. I will be honest with you there. If this hole was a bit shorter, then that wouldn't be so bad because you'd be able to put some spin on it. But I mean, I was hitting hybrid there. It had, and I was into the wind still, and it still had no chance. So, been unfortunate. So there's a little bit of sand on this hole. Yeah, fair enough, Lucas. Yeah, I'm the same way. I like the course. How many courses have you ever played that you don't have a little niggle, right? Where there's just something that bugs you just a shade. Like right here, these rocks right beside me. I don't know, maybe that comes into play on another hole, but it just, I don't know. I'm not a fan of rocks as a whole. So that might just be me. Okay. So the layup is going to give me a wider spot to aim to, but I'm going to be hitting, hybrid again in. And what's this green doing? Whoa. That's a tough pin right there. Again, this is like a hole previously. I don't think I want to lay up because I won't be able to get anywhere near that if I do. Catch. Oh, if that bounces just a shade left. Thank you. We got 167 into the wind a bit. Yikes. So we do have a backstop, which is going to help us. If we go over that backstop, we are not going to enjoy ourselves at all. If we come up short, we're just going to funnel down into that fringy rough stuff, I suppose. So it's not too bad. Yeah, the plane. I did see that earlier. I was enjoying it. I guess it gets old, does it? I'm gonna try this. Oh, we got a pretty good slope too. Oh, this needs a chill. Stop! Uh-oh. Oh, now we're not happy. Look at this for a putt. Do we have to worry about this running off? Maybe. Just send it over here and see what happens. Okay, that's fine. That's about all I really wanted to do there, was just dribble it over that mound and see what we ended up with. Okay. Clean but boring scorecard. Okay, so another pretty good length par 4. Again, really narrow up here. We have some area to lay up, but you're going to be laying up to, you're going to have 2+. This hole's bigger. Sorry, this green's a bit bigger. Sand's everywhere. That's one of the characteristics of this course. It makes sense being down by the coast there, and it works. I like it. I do like sand as something to fill space. I prefer it to a bunch of trees just kind of being plotted in the spots. Looks like this does swing its way back to the right, but I'm going to take a crack at it because why not? But this just looks like it's going to be a difficult golf hole. Bounce all this stuff, kick it over. Okay. Now we're okay. Now we've got ourselves a wedge of some kind in, which makes us happy. Uphill a bit, put some juice on it, and it should settle, I think. Oh, wow. Yanked it, but slowed it, so do they cancel each other out? They do. Cool. Okay. Get another circle on the card. Never a bad thing to not have any bogeys, but more birdies would be fun. So now we got ourselves a drivable par 4, and we have a deep bunker here. You know what? I'm on the fence on this one because it looks like it's meant to be a menacing bunker, but that might be a bit of an extreme slope in it. I'm just thinking if anybody ever buried one into that, my lord, you'd be in problems. But up here, like up to the front of it, it's cool. And then everything's going right to left, and the pin happens to be over on the right, so getting at the pin is basically impossible with the drive, which is fine. What's your layup if you want to lay up? Your layup's back here where and you've got tons of room. So I mean, there's definitely a strategy there. You can hit it back here, leave yourself a sand wedge, and then you know, have at it, or you can take a run at it. Is that pin on? Let's see. Yeah, it's a bit orangey. I forget what the greens are. They're not 187. 187 that might turn red. So yeah, that's a good point. That might be a bit of a brutal pin. In defense of the designer, it's a short par 4, so maybe that's what he was thinking. But I don't know. I'm gonna just smack it up here and see what happens. Because that's how you play golf for fun. Oh, look at that bounce. And now we're rolling up here, and we're heading off to the side. May not be possible to keep it on the green with a driver, which is fine. We're way down here now. So now we're coming back up. You want to be left rather than right, I guess, because everything's going left, so this isn't the worst thing in the world. Slash one up there, and then we're dealing with this pin. Yeah, it is on an orangey slope for sure. Good call there, good catch. Oh, hang on. I was laughing at how I left that short and then watched it roll back down to me. I'm not sure about that. I'm not leaving this bugger short. Okay, yeah, maybe rethink that pin. I mean, you shouldn't have a putt that stops and then comes back to you. Yeah, for sure, Lucas. That's I agree with you there. At the same time, it's a no-no to hit the putt that I hit. That was atrocious. Oh wow. Okay. Let's see. We've got where the pin is from the fringe in the front to the back is what, 17 yards? Have I done 18 yards maybe? Have I done the math right? Oh, hang on. Maybe 19 yards. 18. It's barely a club, and then from the fringe to this is 6 yards. That's a tight pin. It's a 211-yard par 3. Big bunker on the left here. Maybe sculpt that a bit. That's getting a bit wild. This is the first circular bunker I've seen on the course that I've noticed, anyways. I don't mind it. It weirdly doesn't look out of place given all the other shapes, but I think this is a situation where this hole might just be a bit much. It might just be a bit on the hard, like a bit on the, it's almost impossible because of what it's almost like luck. I've casted that, and so that's not good. Was I? Yeah, I was gonna be short anyways. And then yeah, look at this. This is rough. This is I don't feel like I hit a bad enough shot to be this hooped. And then because of the slope, look how much higher my club is than the ball when I'm at address there. I mean, I know the rules changed. Are you allowed to ground your club in the bunkers now? I don't remember. But I mean, I still wouldn't because I've played 35 years not being able to. So, but you don't need to hold it, you know, shin height. That's for sure. And that's just a game because of the slope. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah. Oh well. Yeah, not so sure about that. It's a tough hole. Very tough hole. Maybe borderline. I don't want to say the word unplayable, but it's heading in that direction for sure. And then all of a sudden we're closed in by trees everywhere. This is, I mean, as far as I can remember, this is our first tree-lined hole, and it's really pretty significantly tree-lined. Out of bounds to the right. What's to the right that's out of bounds? Oh, yeah. Okay, fair enough. A pool, somebody's house. Yeah, that would be out of bounds. That's fair. Do I want to hit driver up here? Yeah, Lucas, I agree with you. It just all of a sudden we're like, ooh, now we're all of a sudden we're in the jungle, kinda. You know what? Let's just hammer it. See if it can be done and see if it benefits you all. If you keep it right, I imagine it does. Yeah, now I just have a little lob wedge in, so and look at the angle I've got too. That's perfect. If I lay up, it's probably more like this, and maybe that sloping on the left comes into play more. Oh, I didn't hit that all the way, but I might get away with it. Now, okay. It's funny, the cut lines, at one point I noticed them, and then I didn't notice them again. And then I noticed them, so they're kind of in my mind, but they're not like really super bothering me. They're just kind of, yeah, I don't mind it. And now, yeah, okay, so we're still kind of, oh, we got Buddy's house right beside the fairway up there. He's probably safe unless lefties are going to shank their iron shots in, which lefties are known to do on occasion. We're going uphill. If we want to lay up to, I mean, 3-wood's probably going in that bunk. Even into the wind, maybe not. But what do we got? Yeah, again, it's another one where, yeah, you can lay up, but do you want to? And I say no. Oh no, not there. Didn't aim far enough right. Oh well, that's what you get for being a faster, I guess. Okay, this will be fun. Again, we've got, I mean, it's a pretty lengthy hole, and we've got just pretty severe slopes everywhere. I don't know. Ooh, that didn't clear the lip by much, did it? Alright, chill out, ball. No, now we're going to roll back down here. Come on. Catch the fringe eventually. Yeah, fair enough. What? Oh, 169 greens. Yeah, so that hole before that one with the orange slope, at 187, I don't think a ball would stop there. It's either in or, I mean, even with mine, it rolled back down. So Imagine if you made the greens quicker, that hole you couldn't play it. Par 5, what's going on here? Dog leg to the right, obviously. I'm curious why all of a sudden we've gone into trees, but I don't know. Hopefully you can hit it up far enough that you don't get blocked out. Because if I get blocked out, that will be a pet peeve of mine. Absolutely triggered. But we've smashed one down there around the corner, and now we're staring at the green, and oh, we've got that pond there. We don't have the largest target in the world to hit here with our second shot, do we? And we've got that kind of fairway pathway again. The second course in this contest I've seen do that. I've never seen it before myself. Doesn't mean it doesn't ever happen, but I've just never seen it. Well, we don't want to be right, that's for sure. Long left, I guess, is the miss, which is going to happen because... Oh, look at this beautiful effort. I forgot to even push that forward. So you don't want to go right, so what does he do? He goes right. Atta boy. Yeah, long left would have just kind of been a bit of a flip out of that. It would have rolled right down to the bottom of the bunker there. Again, a little bit harsh on the side of the bunker, but I have bigger problems to deal with right at the moment. Oh dear. Not careful, we're going to run out of hockey stick on this hole. Yeah, don't like bogey and par 5s, but when you hit it in the water, oh, and that was a finisher too. Okay. Yeah, overall, it's a solid course. I enjoyed it. I think Lucas there made a good point where there were a little bit of front to back. There was the one hole that had the pin that was an issue. And then it kind of felt like the first, say, 14 holes or so played a certain way, and then all of a sudden there was trees, which confused me a little bit. Now, it's very easy to confuse me, so that may or may not be an issue, but yeah, overall, it's a really solid effort. I love especially the front nine. I love the views. I love the sight lines off the tees and into the greens, the way the bunkering was, just how it was all laid out. I really enjoyed that. The plane was fun at first until I noticed it did just fly around all the time, but I mean, that's fine. There were some cool kind of extras like the that bridge that for the boats to go under. I forget what kind of bridge you call that. So a lot of cool stuff there. On the back, it seemed like a couple of holes got a little bit difficult, and a couple of shots where I just felt like, you know what, I'm not sure I have a shot here, and I feel like I should. So I'm playing 4 of the courses today. I'm playing this one. I'm going to play Revival, Avalon, and Waylay, however you pronounce that one. I've already done Chiang Mai, so yeah, so those are the ones I'm going to do today. But yeah, I mean, it's a solid entry. Just maybe tone a couple of those pins down at a couple of those holes, maybe just give a little bit more room to